Hello, good people. Welcome to another episode of HARTbeats with me, Mike Hartley. And today I'm going to be taking a quick look at the accessibility tools within the Microsoft Office suite. I'll be using Microsoft Word and using a really badly put together document as an example. I'll also be using this document in the next episode where I'll be looking at some of the proofreading and some of the tools that exist around that you might not be aware of. So yes, this document contains a lot of flaws. But what are they? Because when you're looking at it, yeah, you can see the dotted lines, you can see the underlines and what have you, but there's actually a heck of a lot more going on. But we don't know what it is. So how do we know? If you go to the Review tab, there's a tool called Check Accessibility. And if you click on that, you get this nice, useful pane. And it tells you that Chart 1 and the image do not have alt text. Now, alt text is alternative text that's used by screen readers. So if somebody's using a screen reader to process a document, if they can't actually see the document, or it's very blurry, the alt text helps describe it. And it's like audio description on a TV series. Without it, the document can completely lose all context. And it's very simple to add. And we should be doing it on all things where we include images. That includes web pages, portals, forms, anything where there's an important image. So let's right click on the image and you see you've got edit alt text. Boom. Pops up on the side. So person overwhelmed with noisy, help if I could spell, street environment, and I really cannot spell. Hey, joys. And that's all you really need to say. You can put more in. Likewise with the chart, I can click on the chart and I can go pie chart showing 80% negative response to survey. I told you I can't type. And then if I go back to accessibility checker, yeah, picture 2 I'll come on to in a second. But you see picture 1 and the pie chart have disappeared. Now the pie chart is massively flawed. And I have seen this sort of thing. I was at an organisation where they insisted on not having any legends, not having any numbers on charts, just using red, amber, green. Now, to somebody like me who has no colour issues, it's nothing. However, somebody I know had the most common form of colour blindness, which is red-green colour blindness. And that meant that when they were doing the charts, they couldn't actually understand what they were seeing at all. And it's not just colour blindness. People with dyslexia or people who might use a colour filter on their screen. I use a yellow filter app to reduce blue light just to help me avoid headaches. And so things like the contrast on text, and I have seen documents with colours not too dissimilar to this, believe it or not. You probably can actually. And that's where you get this warning about hard to read text contrast. But what does that actually look like? Okay, let me show you. Here's a grayscale version of that page. If it wasn't for the white lines, the actual differentiation between red and green would be very difficult to spot, and you wouldn't understand it anyway. The heading support documentation, I'm struggling to read that as it is. Introduction, yeah, okay, I can read that a bit better, but it ain't great. And if I had a colour filter, I'd be stuffed. So, simple things that we can do. We can just quickly change the colour. So let's change that, and boom, support documentation has disappeared from the warnings. Let's change this one and change that colour to black, and boom, it's disappeared. So that's a very quick thing. What you can also do is when you do the accessibility check, you can tick this box, keep it running while I work, and then it will always appear at the bottom just down here, and you can then actually just click on it to open the checker and keep an eye out, and it'll just give you a quick visual warning. So thanks for tuning in, folks. I will see you very soon for the next episode, where I'll be looking at this document through the lens of some of the proofreading tools that there are actually additional bits you might not know about. See you soon. Thanks for tuning in. So long. Bye-bye.